Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today we got the official story trailer for Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, a game featuring Black Panther as well as Captain America, and I'm very excited about this. It is going to be a single-player adventure and hopefully very narrative-driven that looks awesome. So everything we've seen so far is very, very cool, and I can't wait to check out more of it. Let's see what they have for us in this trailer and go over all the little details that they share. It looks very clean. I love this.
They're combing the streets. Searching house to house.
Said Howard. Is that Howard Stark?
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
That's so sick looking.
I'm more concerned with a 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy.
This looks very impressive, by the way. I think this is the way superhero games should be going forward. More single-player focused.
Soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's too many.
Who's the third one?
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of
So it said
Force
his name is Azuri. So that must be probably the grandfather of
Just stick to the rooftops.
T'Challa, and this Nanali,
Be careful.
one of his guards, I would imagine.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
Probably not the best idea. Oh yeah, that looks sick.
Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you want
We didn't see a lot with the Howling Commandos. I wonder if we will.
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
This is a Square Alpha I definitely want to see. I would love to see you play this fight from both sides. Like, you can play as either Captain America or Black Panther. That would be pretty sick, but I don't know how they're going to actually handle that. Sick. Coming 2025. Oh, I can't wait. Yes, it's still a ways away, but this looks awesome. So, very excited. So, story sounds like it's going to be Captain America and Black Panther there for roughly the same reason, maybe two differing reasons that come to a head. They're going to be rivals turned allies, I would imagine, as we see the rise of Hydra, and maybe we have Red Skull involved as well. I'd be curious to see. Obviously, this is a past Black Panther and also Captain America before he goes under ice. So it's going to be very different from some of the other stories that we've seen in not only superhero games, but also going to be a different take from what we saw in the MCU, because obviously Black Panther didn't come around until we didn't know about Black Panther until much later in that adventure. So overall, this looks very, very good. The graphics look solid. We don't know about the gameplay as much. I'd love to see some more of that, how it's different between playing as Captain America versus playing as Black Panther, how the story takes on both aspects. Are we going to lean heavier towards one or the other? I know we're also getting a standalone Black Panther game in addition to this, which will be a modern Black Panther. So if you're a fan of these characters, we are getting a lot right now that I am very, very excited about. It really feels like these story-based superhero games are the way forward. You've got games like this. We've got Wolverine on the way in the future. We know that there are other, maybe we get a Venom game as well. So I'm really excited about all of that. And I think as far as storytelling wise, the best way to go with these superhero games, in my opinion, going forward, is to do single player games about specific characters. And if you're going to do a more looter shooter MMO type of adventure, it's got to be custom superheroes, unique superheroes who don't already have a backstory. Because oftentimes when you're playing a game where you collect loot and do things that are not specifically canon to that universe. You have a lot of different variations within that. Players want their own specific character that they can relate to, not necessarily a pre-made character like a superhero who's already been developed through the comics and everything like that. That's just my personal opinion. I still like games like Suicide Squad. I still enjoyed Marvel's Avengers. I just think this is probably the safest path forward for getting very cool superhero stories, but also exploring these characters in a way that we have not seen maybe in the MCU, maybe reinventing the characters just a little bit. So overall, I'm incredibly hyped. I think there's a lot of potential with this game. It does look like, if you look on both sides, there's Paris. Maybe, I don't know if that's Wakanda or if that's another location that we're going to be visiting as well. But if this is somewhere in the range of a 30 to 40 hour single player story, it'll be absolutely phenomenal. It might be less than that. We've seen Amy Hennig, who is in charge, has done Uncharted, and those games aren't exceptionally long. We've seen from the Spider-Man games, again, not exceptionally long, so it might not be anything more than 30 hours unless you're trying to 100%. But again, that's all speculation. We need to see more about the combat. We need to find out more about the game as far as the way it's going to handle the different systems, as far as leveling up and getting new gear and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I'm all in. This is the type of game that is really meant for me, and I can't wait. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more Marvel 1943 content from me, I'll definitely be covering the game in the future. I'm going to stay tuned to all the trailers, all the information we get over time, and especially once we approach launch. Anyway, my name is Jopa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.